Hello, beautiful dancer, and welcome for another episode of A Cup of Tea, which is our weekly conversation about soulful and creative fusion belly dance. Today's episode is a little bit of a bonus, and it's going to be an extract from one of my private coaching sessions with my beloved student Jay. After a couple of sessions, Jay came to our private classes with sharing with me that she was feeling this fear of judgment, this performance anxiety, and this pressure on her, like of feeling judged. And she said to me this had nothing to do with me as a coach, but more with the feeling of really being seen so closely for the very first time, because for her it was the first time that she embarked on a one-on-one coaching journey with a mentor. So she shared with me that she always feels this pressure, especially on a technical level, and the more she feels the pressure, the more she gets blocked by this anxiety. And her true desire is to feeling that she can dance very well, that she can feel free and expressive, but she knows she's not there yet, and that's what blocks her the most. So she has this feeling that she wants to express, she wants to dance, but the fear of judgment is pushing her back, and it's also blocking her because she never feels ready enough. So I'm truly excited to share this little extract with you because I believe it's going to be so powerful and so transforming and valuable for your dance journey as well, because we're gonna go deep into what it means to have this fear of judgment, how to overcome this performance anxiety, and how to truly embody and become the dancer of our dreams, which means to feel in alignment. So have your cup of tea or coffee ready and enjoy. All right, my dear. So it's like normal. I would say it's normal to have fear of judgment, to have this anxiety popping up, especially when it's the first time that you are working so closely with someone as a coach, as a mentor, or as a teacher. And what I can give you as a little anxiety reliever is that as and from my side, there is no pressure of you getting anything like 3 steps to get there, and then if you don't get there, there's something bad happening to you. No, like this is not a goal-oriented um, process that we are going, like journey that we're going. We want to set goals and desires only for understanding which one is the direction, because otherwise you are in the ocean of possibilities and you start procrastinating, you don't know what to do, so you just do nothing, right? I don't know if that happens to you, but this happens to me a lot. Is like when I'm scrolling through Netflix movies and I'm like, what do I want to look at? What do I want to watch? And then 2 hours are gone and I don't have the time to watch a movie anymore. So if you have a goal like, okay, I want to watch that movie, you just go for that and that's it. So when you have a goal, is to have that direction. But then our journey together is really process oriented. It's like we're flowing, we're seeing and tweaking depending on your what pops up with us. So I know that this fear of judgment is there, especially for dancers, because all of the lights are on us, right? We are the artist and the art at the same time, like the vehicle for art. It's not like we paint and then it's in the gallery, I'm in the backstage, that's it. I already did my job. You are there to dance. So all of the eyes are on you, and this can put so much pressure, especially to introvert people. And I am an introvert too, so I know the feeling. What helped me is the thought that first one is not my responsibility to please or to get like to be validated from anyone. So if people, any kind of people, like audience, dance, peers, teachers, mentors, are not happy with what I do, well, that's not my responsibility to make them happy, you know? My responsibility is to give my best with what I have and just be there, you know? So this is one thing that helped me a lot. It's not my responsibility to make anyone else happy, to please anyone. And the second thing is that you giving your best, which doesn't mean putting too much pressure on your shoulders, but just doing what you can. And if you're here and you purchased these 5 weeks, this journey together, you already are like committing towards your dance journey. You know, there is some commitment there, and you're practicing, you're enjoying the practice. So I know you have this passion within you, and giving your best is exactly this, is commit, feeling the commitment and feeling in alignment with your commitment and with your passion. And that, of course, will also flows with ups and downs in lives. Sometimes you get flu, sometimes you have a baby, you know, sometimes you just don't have the time. It's okay, but you still feel you have that commitment. You know, you still feel you want to come back to it whenever it's possible. So that it means to me giving your best. And you giving your best is enough. That's what you want, basically. It's feeling that you are in the lab. I always tell my students, like, what does it mean to be a successful dancer? Because a lot of us, all of us, we want to be successful in the sense of we want to reach a certain technical level. We want to feel our body is powerful and free, or maybe for someone else means to have a lot of students if you're teaching, or you know, to travel. And success can have several shapes in our minds and desires. But what it truly means to be successful is that you feel in alignment. That is like within you is success. Then outside of you, it can take so many shapes. But feeling in alignment for a creative person, for a dancer, means that you feel in the lab. You feel that you are, you know, testing things and feeling excited and maybe failing. Okay, let's try this other thing. I'm gonna test this 10 minutes drill Lamia gave me. Yes, I like it. Yes, my body is changing maybe, or this muse or whatever, you know, I'm gonna commit into these 5 weeks with Lamia, or I want to travel and try something else. You know, you are in the lab. And this for me means that you are in alignment, you are in your success, like foundational state of being. And that's enough. If you think about it, that's the best. That's the best. And when you are in that space within you, validation from the outside, judgment from the outside, that's not so important, right? It's not so important, because what really is important is that space within you. When you are in your lab, when you are in alignment, and when you are cultivating this passion, cultivating the fire, keeping the fire alive. And that's enough. There is nothing else that really matters. And I know these are all beautiful words, but then in the reality of facts, you will have these butterflies in your stomach and this anxiety popping up. That's okay. You tell yourself that's normal. There is nothing like my anxiety and my fears are not there to stop me, are there to tell me that this is something precious and that needs my full attention and my energies. And I will be dancing with all my fears, with all my anxieties. I will be dancing with them, you know? Because again, judgment from the outside, it's not important. And this is part of the lab. This is part of the journey and the process. So it's like you are this chemist, you know, and then at some point in your chemist pot, anxiety pops up or fear pops up. And for you, it's part of the process. And you are dancing with them, you know? So yeah, I hope this like sparks something within you. And just to wrap it up, no judgment from my side. And when fear and anxiety pops up, dance with them. And you dancing and you committing in your dance, that's enough. Nothing else is really important. I hope you're enjoying this session with Jay and that you're getting a lot of inspiration and value from these insights about how to become the dancer of your dream. And if this is one of your desires, I am so excited to share with you that I'm going to open very limited spots for my one-on-one private coaching 5 weeks package, where you will have the opportunity to work with me one-on-one and truly go towards your goals and desires in your dance journey. And what I love to do with my students is to work with them technically, to support them and to give them all the tools to become stronger and expressive and inspired in their dance journey. But also we focus a lot on the mindset that support us during our journey, so that you can really feel empowered and in alignment with yourself. If this inspires you and you feel the call, I will share the link in the show notes where you can apply for the one-on-one private coaching, and I can't wait to dance with you. In Indian classical dance, you know, it's because I'm also an Indian classical dancer, you have this huge pressure on precision of geometry of the body and precision of time, because you are stomping the feet and creating these shapes, and everything has to be so perfect, because otherwise it's not even enjoyable. Like, it has to be refined. So that's why we practice for so many hours every day, and especially in my training years, it was like 4 hours every day, like crazy, all right? But the more I practiced, the more I felt I was not there. Like, I was not, like, this is the part of the beauty and the bad of the process, is that you practice, and maybe you reach a certain level, but then a new door opens and you feel like, oh, but there is another higher level. I want to get there. And then you practice, maybe you get something else, and then it opens new doors, and it's a never ending journey. So you feel like you're always missing, because even if you practice 4, 8, 10 hours a day, I don't know, like crazy, you will never feel ready. So this is the thing. Ready is not a feeling, it's a decision. Like, I'm gonna say it again. Ready is not a feeling, it's a decision. Because you will never feel ready. Because again, you will always see there's something more. And that's the beauty of the process, because if you get there, you know, okay, now I feel I'm technically perfect, then you get bored, and then you don't feel in love with dance again anymore, because you feel like, okay, I got this, you know. But if you feel there's always something more that makes you excited and that expands some space with you to welcome new insights, technique, creativity, you always feel there is a bandwidth that can open up, you know, within you. You're never full. And this feeling of feeling never full is actually a good thing, because again, that means you are in the process, you are in the journey. So you want to have that feeling of not feeling ready, but at the same time, ready is not a feeling, it's a decision. When you step on stage and when you step and dance, it's your decision to be full power with the tools that you have, with the technique that you got, in this specific moment in time and space, all right? So coming back to my story, when I danced Indian classical dance in all these years, I perfectly knew I was not ready. I was not nearly ready, because if I see some dancers that I admire, I'm like, you know, I'm like this and you are, wow, like a giant to me, like technically. But at the same time, I will just give my best. And I will say to myself, I decide to be ready today. And I decide to give it all. I'm all in, you know, I'm all in. And this feeling of fully commitment and fully being all in is the best feeling, because then when you are on stage and the lights come up and you have that power boost of energy and all of the eyes are on you or on your group, you know, and you're together, that's the best feeling. I got shivers just thinking about this, you know, I got goosebumps because you're all in. That's art. That's when art comes. And you're not fearful of consequences. You just step, you know, like if you, when you play poker and you just give it all in. I'm not fearful of consequences. I know I'm gonna bet on this, all in, and that's it. No more, I'm gonna take a little bit of peace with me and maybe take. No, I'm fully in. Let's go. Let's do it. Full power. So this is when you decide to be ready. To know that you don't have to get to a certain level to go all in. And you going all in is exactly what makes you a beautiful dancer on stage, no matter your technical level, no matter. I always say, you have a physical body, but you also have an energy body. And this energy body is your decision, is your mindset, is your focus, it's your alignment. When you're on stage and you're all in, your energy body expands and takes the whole room. And it's like, boom, and people feel that. So it doesn't matter if you are technically perfect or not perfect. These are all shades which are, gradients, colors, which can be tasted or not. But your full commitment is what truly makes you an exquisite dancer. There was this Indian classical dance master teacher that used to say, when I watch a dancer, I don't want to watch the dancer. I want to acknowledge and watch the space around the dancer, you know? I want to see, like, I'm gonna rephrase it. I want to see his energy body. I want to see how commitment is there and how this dancer fully embodies this decision of dancing, full power, you know? Thank you so much for watching this video, and here are your key takeaways. Number one, fear and anxiety, dance with them. Number two, you have an energy body, not only a physical body, so master your energy, especially on stage. Number three, you dancing, that's enough. Number four, ready is not a feeling, it's a decision. And number five, what makes you an exquisite, beautiful dancer is you going all in. Thank you so much again. If you love this video and would love to see more, subscribe to my YouTube channel and take a look at my beautiful private coaching offer. I have just a few spots opened with a special spring discount. See you next week. Mwah.